Shalom. I want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh Bahashem, Yahushai Bahashem, Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors unto the apostles and elders of the great millstone and say peace, mercy, and blessings to all the hopeful elect. The true name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, which means he exists, he is to be. The true name of the Son is Yahushai, which means he is the deliverer. We are the Hebrew Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, Latin Hispanics. We're those people that make up the lost 12 tribes of Israel, the self-proclaimed white man, Europeans, Caucasians. They're actually the Edomites or Idumeans according to the Holy Bible. They're the wicked and they're the end of the world. And Jacob is the beginning of it that followed. All right, and this is an article from Shit Hit the Fan Plan. It reads, 11 signs that the slow motion collapse of the U.S. economy is far more advanced than people think. Yeah, for the longest, even going before pre-2019, that whole fiasco. Before that, Americans, Babylonians have been likened unto frogs in a pot that's just been slowly heating up. A lot of people are getting cooked. All right, and that's the new saying. You're spiritual, you're cooked. A lot of people, they're going to be cooked in the lake of fire. But right now you're being cooked, you're being roasted under the pressures of inflation, all right, homelessness, drug abuse, domestic violence, depression, all right, loneliness, you name it, all right, suicide, It says the fact that economic conditions are getting worse is certainly not good news, but it is better to know in advance what is coming. After 4 years under Joe Biden, the U.S. economy is a giant mess. We have been witnessing a slow motion collapse right in front of our eyes, and those at the bottom levels of the economic food chain have been experiencing more pain than anyone else. Now, who's at the bottom of the economic food chain? The Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, Latin Hispanics, and now they're being called illegal aliens, all right, migrants, all right. We're the people at the bottom because we're under the curses. When you read Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, we are under those curses for our disobedience, and I've been, Apostle Tahard, Apostle Gabar, and other brothers have done lessons, on this guy, Ratazadab Yah, which he has a Hebrew name, but he's no longer a Hebrew Israelite. He believes in Jesus Christ. He doesn't call upon, the Lashon Kodash name, Yahweh Shai, the true Hebrew name, but he has a Hebrew name. But then he said he's no longer a Hebrew Israelite. He doesn't believe that we're under the curses, and he's getting lineups and stuff like that, which he's probably been doing. But nevertheless, that's another lesson. But I watched a lot of it, and he really don't have any valid points, because he tried to say that our people are not cursed because the Lord said that we'll be blessed. Well, the Most High can bless you and curse you. So even though the children of Israel are under heavy curses right now, we got heavy blessings coming. It's really a foolish, silly statement because Esau is cursed with leprosy, but he's still blessed, having the earth in his hands, having dominion on the earth. So I'm gonna go back to this article. It says, of course, this is one of the biggest reasons why Donald Trump won the election, which he's a puppet. All right, and presidents aren't elected; they're selected. Large numbers of poor, working class Americans are desperate for change, right? A lot of people are living off their vehicle, all right? You have given up on owning a home. You have given up on getting a wife. Forget about that shit. Having kids here, children, a family. People are giving up. And a lot of people are simply just going to leave this country, which would be the smartest thing to do. If you're not of the elect, which Yahweh Shem Shah willing, I'll be part of that number because we understand the judgment that's coming for this place, man. Unfortunately, economic conditions have continued to deteriorate since early November. The following are 11 signs that the slow motion collapse of the U.S. economy is far more advanced than people think. Number one, when the economy is in good shape, Holiday spending increases each year. In 2024, only 16% of Babylonians say that they're going to spend more than last year, and 35% of Babylonians say that they are going to spend less. And Mosai is not dealing with these holidays anyway, especially Christmas. All right? That's actually in the Bible, being condemned. This is Jeremiah chapter 10 and verse 1. Hear ye the word which Yahweh Shem Yahushua speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. O house of Israel, that's the Most High addressing all the Israelites, all 12 tribes. Okay? And while we are called Israelites in this generation, going back to pre-flood, we're being called sons of God. Okay? But now in this time, we're being called Hebrew Israelites. Okay? From which Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ, actually descended from. It tells you that in Hebrews, I'm the line of the tribe of Judah. All right? The tribe of Judah are Hebrews, Hebrew Israelites. Okay? That's our nationality. That's who we are. Our people always spoke Hebrew. All right? It says, thus said the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, learn not the way of the heathen. And the way of the heathen is being into astrology, stargazing, worshiping idols, setting up idols in their home, bowing down unto idols, praying unto idols, sacrificing children, doing all sorts of demonic sacrifices for power from Satan. All right? And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. A lot of people right now, they're dismayed at the orbs in the sky. They're dismayed at the drones. They're dismayed at the solar eclipses, the blood moons, because they don't understand what these signs mean. They don't understand what they are. They have no understanding. It says in Daniel that none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand. For the heathen are dismayed at them. They're all day in fear. All right? For the customs of the people are vain, meaning worthless, empty, pointless. All right? For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen with the axe, and that's what the people are going to get these Christmas trees. In this generation, most people, you don't have a real tree out the forest. You got some plastic shit that you got from Dollar General or Walmart somewhere, man. Okay, but this is what it goes back to, an actual tree being cut down out the forest, decorated and put in your home, which when you go into the symbolism of that, it's actually dealing with a man's reproductive organ, okay? And the wreath is the woman's reproductive organ, or mistletoe. They're decorated with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers that they move not. They are upright as the palm tree, but speak not. They must needs be borne, meaning they need to be carried, because they cannot go, they can't move on their own. Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil, neither also is it in them to do good. Right? The Most High is not dealing with Christmas, pagan holiday, pagan custom. A lot of people in this world, they bug themselves out because they can't get their children gifts, presents. All right, because they can't keep the lie going of Santa coming down the chimney, the elf on the shelf. It's all bullshit, man, to keep you in a state of economic turmoil. It's the book of Amos, chapter 5, and verse 21. I despise your feast days. There are a lot of people that are partying, eggnog, liquor, alcohol, ham, dinner, passing out gifts, all right, singing songs and shit. The Most High hate this world. Or we hate this fucking world. I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. Though you offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings, I will not accept them. Neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beasts. And it ain't no, Jesus Christ's birthday. Take thou away from me the noise of thy songs, for I will not hear the melody of thy vows. So the Most High is not with gospel music, all this Christian bullshit. Christians are pagans. Christmas, Xmas, New Year's. The New Year doesn't start in the winter. It starts during the springtime. All right? This is all bullshit anyway. So people don't have the money to get the presents and give gifts to one another like they used to. All right? The Christmas spirit is dead. People ain't in that spirit. People in the spirit of survival. Trying to survive. You know. Back in this article, it says when the economy is in good shape, holiday spending increases each year. In 2024, only 16% of Babylonians said that they're going to spend more than last year, and 35% of the Babylonians say that they are going to spend less. Babylonians this holiday season say they are seeing a ghost of Christmas past. Inflation. The CNBC All America Economic Survey finds inflation is still haunting the buying public, leading to what's shaping up to be just an average season for retailers. And you have a lot of stores that are closing, all right? A lot of shit is shutting down, all right? Spiritual, most sides just shut down Party City. From USA Today 2 days ago, Party City announces it is closing all stores. Party City is closing all of its stores nationwide after 40 years in operation, and that's spiritual. Okay, because what is that Party City? It's America. No side's getting ready to close this bitch. All right. It says just 16% of respondents say they will spend more, down 2 points compared to last year. 48% said that they'll lay out the same amount for holiday gifts, up 5 points. At the same time, 35% said they will spend less, down 2 points as well. The number of job openings in the U.S. is now the lowest it has been since January 2021. But unlike January 2021, we don't have a scam to blame our poor performance on. U.S. job openings tumbled last month to their lowest level since January 2021, a sign that the labor market is losing some momentum. Still posted blanks remained well above pre-blank levels. The Labor Department reported Tuesday that the number of job openings dropped to 7.4 million in September from 7.9 in August. Economists had expected the level of openings to be virtually unchanged. Job openings fell in particular at healthcare companies and at government agencies at federal, state, and local levels. Well, that's part of the prophecy too. All these proud-ass men, women, moles, supervisors, managers, big wigs, all these proud-ass fucking people, man. Most side's gonna take your job. This is Isaiah 19:14. The Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua had mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and that means sick, backwards, wicked, evil. All right, and they have caused evil to err, and every work thereof, as a drunken man staggered in his vomit. Neither shall there be any work for you. So all these jobs that they're gonna be shut down. There ain't gonna be any work for your ass to do, man. All right. Which the head, meaning what? The top. All right. Supervisors, CEOs, people at the top, manager positions, etc., or tell where you just associate, branch, or rush may do. It's not gonna be any work for anyone. And that day shall Egypt be likened unto a woman, meaning what? They're gonna be weak. They're gonna be afraid. They're not gonna have any faith. They're not gonna know what the fuck to do. All right, they're gonna run around confused, screaming, and they shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hand of Yahweh Shem Yahushua of hosts, which He shake it over. Yeah, when the stock market collapsed, people can't get their 401k. People can't get their money out the banks. There's a run on banks. People are going to fucking lose it. When people have nothing else to lose, they lose it. Number 3, the manufacturing numbers that we are getting are extremely dismal. For example, the Philadelphia Federal Reserve Manufacturing Index just experienced an extremely sharp decline. The Philadelphia Federal Reserve Manufacturing Index, a critical gauge of the general business conditions in Philadelphia, has reported a significant drop. The actual figure stands at negative 16.4, a sharp decline that suggests worsening conditions for manufacturers in the region. This figure starkly contrasts with the forecasted number of 2.9, highlighting a more severe downturn than initially predicted. Analysts has anticipated a positive shift, indicating improving conditions but The actual data presents a different, more concerning situation. Moreover, when compared to previous index value of negative 5.5, the current reading of negative 16.4 emphasizes the severity of the decline. This continuous drop indicates a concerning trend for manufacturers within the Philadelphia Federal Reserve District. Thanks to rapidly rising mortgage rates, the average U.S. home buyer just lost $33,250 in purchasing power in just 6 weeks. And you could forget about owning a home. Shit, you can really forget about owning anything in America. All right, because a part of the elites' doctrine, philosophy, beliefs is that they don't want you to own nothing. You will own nothing, and your ass will be happy just to be alive. All right. Mortgage rates hit 7% on 10/28, October 28, the highest level since the start of summer, and up nearly 1 percentage point from the 18-month low it dropped to in mid-September. A home buyer on a $3,000 monthly budget can afford a $442,500 home with a 7% mortgage rate. The daily average 30-year fixed rate on 10/28, that buyer has lost $33,250 in purchasing power over the last 6 weeks. They could have purchased a $475,750 home with the 6.11% average rate on September 17. That was the lowest level since February 2023. So you can forget about owning a home here, man. They really want people packed into these 15-minute cities. You know, our cost of living crisis is officially out of control. According to Bank of America, almost a third of all households spend more than 95% of their disposable income on necessities, such as housing costs, groceries, and utility bills. Many Americans are still in a tough spot. Nearly 30% of all U.S. households this year said they spend more than 95% of their disposable income on necessities, such as housing costs, groceries, and utility bills, according to Bank of America Institute report, up from 2019 levels. So yeah, people getting ready to suffer great miseries. Second Esdras 8 and verse 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. So because the people walk in great pride towards Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, the Heavenly Father and His Son, the Most High is going to bring many miseries upon them. All right, including famine, economic collapse, war, martial law, civil war, Egyptian against Egyptian, and all manner of confusion. All right, even hell before that happens. Homelessness, not being able to afford food, not being able to afford, basic car repairs. This is all part of the misery. So now you've been able to keep the heat and lights on in your damn house that you never had because you have to work fucking 60 hours a week to pay the rent. If you're lucky, because most people are homeless. Number 6, it says a recent Lending Tree survey discovered that nearly a quarter of all households couldn't pay their entire bill at some point within the last year. That's right, because shit is too fucking high. All right. Number 7, the same Lending Tree survey found that about a third of all households had to reduce spending on necessary things within the past year to pay utility costs. The cost of everything is up, man. And it's cold. All right. And it's during these cold months that a lot of the so-called pestilence, which the CDC controls them, all right, name is in the fucking title, CDC, release them during the winter. So it's very cold, so when a lot of people get sick, a lot of people don't want to do nothing, don't have much sunlight, all right? So most things people want to do is just be at home somewhere, man, all right? Inside a warm home, As I discussed last week, demand is at record levels at food banks all over the nation. So there's a heavy strain on food banks because people simply can't afford the price of food. Shoplifting is up. All of that, man. Right? Why is demand at food banks all over the country higher than it's ever been before? The media keeps insisting that economic conditions are just fine, but it has become quite obvious to everyone that this is not true. In particular, the rising cost of living has been absolutely crushing households from coast to coast. In the old days, most of the people that would show up at food banks were unemployed, but now food banks are serving large numbers of people that actually do have jobs but that don't make enough to pay for the basics. The ranks of the working poor are growing very rapidly, and this is creating an unprecedented crisis all over Babylon, right? That ties in with the prophecy. And this is the book of Revelation, chapter 6, and verse 4. And when he had opened the third seal, I heard the third beast say, Come and see. And I beheld, and lo, a black horse. And he that sat on him held a pair of balances in his hand, and that goes into slavery, all right? Which when you read Revelation 20, it tells you that the Satan had to be bound for 1,000 years, but then he'll be loose for a little season to deceive the world. And what he did is he deceived the whole world with his religion, democracy, things of that nature. And he put the Israelites in slavery, right? The Most High said, I will send you into Egypt, beginning with ships. Verse 6, and I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts say, a measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny. See thou hurt not the oil and the wine. So let's break this scripture down. All right, when you go into a penny, all right, the Greek or the Latin word that's denario, which is a Roman coin, and this one Roman coin was a day's pay, a day's wages in the ancient world, which could get you up to 16 asses or 16 donkeys. Okay, now in modern times we're paid in USD, Federal Reserve notes, and pretty much everything is direct deposit on your card these days. All right, so if you're lucky, a good day's pay now would be about between 150 and 200 bucks. So imagine paying $200 for a loaf of bread, a gallon of milk, carton of milk, and some eggs. Because that's what we're coming into, and that's called hyperinflation. That's one of the great mysteries, and that's going to lead to extreme stress, right? This is Zephaniah chapter 1 and verse 10. And it shall come to pass in that day, said Yahweh Shem Yahushua, that there shall be the noise of a cry from the fish gate, and a howling from the second, and a great crashing from the hills, which goes into what? Stock market crash, stock market collapse, Dow Jones, Wall Street, Bitcoin, all that shit is going to fucking collapse. How you inhabitants of Mektesh, for all the merchant people are cut down, all they that bear silver are cut off. And that's what Yahweh Shem Yahushua is about to do. Right? All these people that think they got some type of, top-notch job, you got some money put away. All right, you got doomsday bunkers, this, that, and the third. Yahweh Shem Yahushua is about to confound you people, man. All the shit that you're prepping, the Most High is going to give that to his elect. All right, your money won't save you. Silver and gold, the Medes or the Russians will not regard silver and gold. Number 10, not to be outdone, Big Lots has announced that all 936 of their remaining stores will be shutting down on a permanent basis. So shit is shutting down. All right. Party City, Big Lots is going out of business sales at all the stores across the U.S. as it prepares to close its remaining locations. The discount retail chain filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy in September, and has already shut down hundreds of stores nationwide. In a press release Thursday, the company said it would begin sales at its 963 remaining locations after a sale to private equity firm fell through. As of November, more than 7,000 store closures have been announced in the U.S. That is a 69% increase from last year. So this is not a good sign. All right. So and check this out. It's an article from Reuters dated 12/23, 3 days ago. It says inflation, elections, and war dominated 2024. Don't forget assassination attempts, increase in UFO sightings. We're at the end. So I'll give one more precept and I'll conclude this lesson. This is Jeremiah chapter 51. And verse 7 says, Babylon had been the golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of our wine. Therefore the nations are mad, and the nations have gone, bugged out. But they're literally pissed off at the West, and they're shunning the ideologies and ways of the West. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain, if so she may be healed, right? It's suddenly, that's how the destruction is going to come. That's how the Lord's going to come, as a thief in the night. You got this video of this Jake in the military, claim to be in the military, claim to have knowledge of the drones and what's going on. He said they only come out at night, which that's wrong. The chariots have power to maneuver whenever and even camouflage themselves so you can't see them. So that's bullshit. But the scripture does say that the Lord, Yahushua, is going to come as a thief in the night. All right? Verse 9. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go everyone into his own country. For a judgment reached unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies. All right, so yes, man. With that, I pray this has been edifying, informative. I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, to the hopeful elect, Shalom.